How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my continued mission through Star Trek, the original series. And today's episode I'm watching is Errand of Mercy. So I think this is episode 26 of season 1, and I just had a brief skim of the premise, and we're finally meeting the Klingons for the first time, so I'm very excited to check out this episode. But guys, if you're new to the channel, a like and a comment would be fantastic, and a subscription would be really good too. It just helps the algorithm, helps the channel grow further. And I also have a Patreon page, link will be in the description, and there'll also be a full uncut reaction to this episode as well, which you can check out if you want to support the channel further. And just a quick shout out to my patrons, to Ravi, to Gigi Gooding, to Millie Ways, to Mary, to Blaze, and to me Hall. Thank you so much for the support, really appreciate it. With that said, let's watch Errand of Mercy.
We've both guessed right. Negotiations with the Klingon Empire are on the verge of breaking down. It anticipates a surprise attack.
Interesting to see this dynamic, because in Next Generation, obviously, there's a truce.
Organia is the only Class M planet in the disputed area, ideally located for use by either side. Very peaceful, friendly people, living on a primitive level, little of intrinsic value or product.
Configuration, Mr. Sulu.
We haven't seen many kind of battles either, just like among the ships in space either.
Damage control, report to the first officer.
Captain, the other ship doesn't register.
Only drifting debris.
Is there cloaking devices at this point? So remember we met the Romans, and I can't remember if they cloaked now.
Well, we've been anticipating an attack. I'd say what we've just experienced very nearly qualifies.
Yes, it would.
Well, there it is. War. We didn't want it.
Curious how often you humans manage to obtain that which you do not want.
War or not, we've still got a job to do.
So a war is imminent. It's a hell of a cold opening. Or way to end the cold opening.
75847 report a fleet of Klingon ships in their sector, sir.
What bearing?
Unable to ascertain, sir.
Mr. Spock and I are going down to the planet's surface. You will be in command. Your responsibility is to the Enterprise, not to... If there is a fleet of them, you'll get out of here, Mr. Sulu.
But, Captain...
No buts. You'll get to safety.
So many Klingons beamed down already.
I think they had people beaming down every day.
Yes, curious lack of interest.
Welcome.
Looks like a weird data, doesn't it?
Reception committee?
Or it just looks like Prince Spiner a tiny bit.
I would like to speak to someone in authority.
We don't have anybody in authority.
I'd like to wander about the village and make some studies.
Of course, my friend, our village is yours.
Seems a bit too friendly, doesn't he?
Are expected to move against your planet with the objective of making it a base of operation against the Federation. With the Federation, you have a choice. You have none with the Klingons. The Klingons are a military dictatorship. We offer you protection.
We thank you for your altruistic offer, Captain. Do not need your protection.
Oh, and there's a variant of Captain Picard.
We have nothing that anybody could want.
I have seen.
Is it a setup,
The
maybe,
Klingons do
that they're
things
in
like
cahoots with the Klingons?
They are organized into vast slave labor camps.
Again, we assure you that we are in absolutely no danger. If anybody is in danger, you are.
Our information on these people and their culture was not correct. This is not a primitive society. They are totally stagnant. There is no evidence of any progress as far back as my tricorder can register.
It doesn't seem likely.
Of an arrested culture.
Maybe that's where the Klingons want them. They're an easy target.
We can be of immense help to you. In addition to military aid, we can send you specialists, technicians. We can help you remake your world. End disease, hunger, hardship.
A large number of Klingon vessels have just arrived.
Didn't he say to leave if that happened?
Mr. Sulu, follow your orders. Get out of here. Contact the fleet. Return if the odds are more equal. Kirk out.
Captain, since it is too late for you to escape, perhaps we should do something about protecting you.
Several hundred men have appeared near the Citadel. They bring many weapons.
How does he know that?
Have they abilities or something?
Oh, our friend Trefane is really quite intuitive.
We're stranded here in the middle of a Klingon occupation army,
So it would seem.
which is in the process of being occupied by the forces of the Klingon Empire.
They look a lot different, don't they?
Have provided us with native clothing.
You, Captain, will pass as an Organian, and Mr. Spock Mr. Spock presents a problem. He does not look like an Organian.
Put a hood on him.
A Vulcan trader, perhaps.
Oh, he's got this satchel thing that Worf had though.
I am Kur, military governor of Organia.
Oh, he is Barona, one of our leading citizens.
And he has no tongue?
I have a tongue.
Good.
I am Spock, a dealer in Kivas and Trillium.
Take this man. Vulcans are members of the Federation. He may be a spy.
He's no spy.
Well, have we a ram among the sheep? Do you also welcome me?
You're here. There's nothing I can do about it.
Good, honest hatred.
Did he say hatred? Maybe he likes his honesty.
I shall need a representative from among you. Liaison between the forces of the occupation and the civil population. Smile and smile.
He'll pick Kirk.
I don't. You, Baroner. You're the man.
Me? I don't want the job.
Have I asked? Take him.
I think he would have done more than to put his hand on him. He would have slapped him for that.
Neighborhood controls will be established. Hostages selected. A somewhat lengthy list of crimes against. You do not like them?
They're not justified. That's why he doesn't like them.
He is what he claims to be, Commander. A Vulcanian merchant named Spock.
How did they get around that?
Perfectly, Barona. But it was an interesting experience.
All right, Vulcan, you may go.
All the terror they think it is.
It should not be underestimated, Captain. It reaches directly into the mind.
No about Vulcan.
Out of the way, Organian. Next time, keep your eyes open, or I'll shut them permanently.
Captain,
So the Klingons are gobshites in the original series as well.
You didn't really think I was going to beat his head in, did you?
I thought you might.
You're right.
Kind of has a feel of Planet of the Apes, the TV series, with Verdon and Burke.
Sonic grenade.
With a delayed action fuse.
Good.
These crates contain chemical explosives.
Violence.
We did it to show you that you could fight back, that you don't have to be sheep, you can be wolves.
Terrible.
Captain, I implore you never to do such a thing again.
First-hand experience
Of the truth thing.
of our mind scanner.
There is no need to use your machine on this Captain James T. Kirk.
L1. What? SS Enterprise.
The delight and glee.
Starship Commander.
For some reason, he feels that he must destroy you, Commander. Just as you feel you must destroy him.
For a second, I just forgot that obviously he knew his name. Should have met already.
I have no desire to die for the likes of you.
I don't blame you, Captain.
So he respects him, even though obviously there's that hatred between the Federation and the Klingons.
The fact is, Captain, I have a great admiration for your Starfleet. A remarkable instrument. As to a certain admiration for you. I know, of course, that it was you who destroyed our supplies last night.
We're nothing like you.
Hmm.
We're a democratic body.
You're passionate and determined, though. In that sense, you are.
Species. Here we are on a planet of sheep. 2 tigers. Them dissected. Your friend killed. You a mental vegetable. But it lies ahead for you unless you...
They're trying to goad him into having an actual battle.
A game we Klingons play to win.
These Organians.
They do not seem to understand. Most peculiar.
Never.
Oh, it's...
Oh, there you are, gentlemen. Yes, your captors plan to do violence to you. That we cannot permit. I came to take you away.
Don't you see I'm busy? The 2 Federation prisoners, they're gone?
Idiotic placidity of yours, your refusal to do anything to protect yourselves.
We have already answered that question. To us, violence is unthinkable.
In the courtyard of my headquarters, 200 Organians have just been killed.
Holy crap.
200 more after that, until the two Federation spies are turned over to...
They'll turn themselves over. Even if they're the head of the race won't.
It's up to you and me.
It would appear so, Captain.
The Federation has invested a great deal of money in our training. They're about due for a small return. Despite that, Mr. Spock and I are going to go out there and quite probably die.
Two of you against an army. Don't you realize that what you intend to do will be hopeless?
It's kind of zone in space, and then some more of the crew members can beam down to even the odds.
Well, set your phaser on stun.
And stun, really? We need to take some of these people out.
Tell me what I want to know. I'll kill you. Hear him now, Victor.
Yes.
It's Kura's office down there.
Yes.
Just stay where you are.
How is he going to react now when he doesn't have the power?
You will be interested in knowing that a Federation fleet is on its way here at the moment. Shall we wait and see the results before you kill me?
I don't intend to kill you unless I have to.
The emotions of peace. Your weakness, Captain Kirk. Klingon Empire shall win. If you will note... Come on, Spock!
Oh, shit.
Shoot!
Oh, it's the... Yeah, they have their like, super beams.
You are stopping this? You?
All instruments of violence on this planet radiate a temperature of 350 degrees. They are inoperative.
What gives you the right?
You can't interfere. Not your
I think
business.
Kirk and Summers would be happy
Both
about
sides
this.
agree to an immediate cessation of hostilities.
Legitimate grievances against the Klingons. They've invaded our territory, killed our citizens. They're openly aggressive. They issued the ultimatum to withdraw from the disputed area.
They're not disputed. They're clearly ours. And now
You see in a moment like this that like humans aren't as far off from the Klingons as we would think. Similar traits there, the hatred. They just go about it in different ways.
you're meddling in things that are none of your business.
Even if you have...
What, and you weren't beaming down to their planet?
have no right to dictate to our Federation
All our empire.
how to handle their interstellar relations.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, but you're on their planet.
To destroy life on a planetary scale? Is that what you're defending?
Fair point. Spock isn't that
No one
up.
wants war.
Oh, eventually you will have peace.
But at what cost?
Millions of people have died.
Yeah.
You and the Klingons will become fast friends. You will work together.
That's interesting, because I know what's going to happen in the next generation.
We were humanoid like yourselves. But we have developed beyond the need of physical bodies.
We can handle them. I have an army.
Totally incorporeal. Not life as we know it at all. Aliens, created so that visitors such as ourselves could have conventional points of reference. But is
Obviously, the Organians aren't going to let us fight.
It would have been glorious.
He would have seen him as a worthy adversary.
you and I have no reason to be embarrassed. We did, after all, beat the odds.
No, Mr. Spock, we didn't beat the odds. We didn't have a chance. The Organians raided the game.
With the bet on in time, you still win. Okay, that was Errand of Mercy, and I thought that this was an excellent episode. A real landmark, the first time to see the Klingons. It was so fascinating to see that, because as I said, a massive Next Generation fan, and in that series there's a truce. It's somewhat, as I said at the start, somewhat fragile truce, but the Klingons and the Federation are essentially allies, and it's more so them both being big rivals with the Romulans. But I love the whole thing with the Organians and them being in the middle, and you always knew there was something about them. There was something there. I thought first they were going to be plotting with the Klingons to try and take out the Federation, but we saw what they did. They were in the middle, and they saw wrong from both sides. Like even me, I was commenting saying, "Oh, shitty the Klingons are," which they were. But we saw side to Kirk. There was such determination. There was almost like and in some ways I understand because of a lot of stuff the Klingons have done, raided and killed loads of their people, but there was this real hatred there from his side too, and you could see elements of the Klingons in Kirk. And at the end, he kind of admits it, like that he was wrong. You know, it was hard to admit that to the Organians, and that was another thing he struggled with, to be wrong. And as I said, kind of get off his high horse a little bit. So I thought that was really fascinating. I loved the settings, the whole thing of the two of them being on their own, Kirk and Spock trying to figure the way out. That kind of against the odds with all the Klingon officers that were down there. And I thought the commander was interesting as well. I liked that he saw Kirk as a worthy adversary. There was definitely, on a certain level, there was a respect there. So I liked that too. I thought there was a lot of good things about this episode. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on Errand of Mercy and where would this rank among your favourite episodes of Star Trek, the original series. Would love to hear your thoughts. But until next time, guys, slán go fóill.